Hey, it's your captain for all things creative, and I'm coming back at you with another One Piece live action countdown. Now that I've seen all 8 episodes, the last video I only saw up to 5, but since I've seen 1 through 8, I ended up catching 5 devil fruit users and devil fruits. I was like, oh, let me say what they are and rank them. So this is spoiler heavy video. Y'all know I love a countdown. And if you don't want to find out what happens in season 1 through 8, or you don't want anime and manga spoilers for like Wano arc, which I'm up to, and Gear 5 and all that stuff, click off now, watch another countdown of mine, or any other video of mine. Help grow the channel. If you're new, please like, share, subscribe. And if you're returning, welcome back. So glad to have you. Now let's get into this countdown of the top 5 live action adaptation Devil Fruit users. All the reveals and the Easter eggs related to Devil Fruits. Since there's a whole Devil Fruit rabbit hole we can go down. And again, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. Fans who watched the live action will know that it basically told you a couple things about the Devil Fruit. Luffy has the Gum Gum Fruit. Got it. Basically, because Shanks brought it around him as a pirate. And Luffy was told that if he goes in water, he's going to drown. Because that is one big caveat about Devil Fruit. You get all these awesome powers, but then you can't swim. You're just going to drown, hit the ocean. Also, sea prism stone is a naturally occurring mineral that has the same vibration as the water, and it renders devil fruit powers useless. So it's kind of like Superman and Kryptonite. If you got devil fruit powers, sea prism stone touch you, you just a regular human when you are in contact with sea prism stone. And it's similar to being dropped in the ocean. You drain of energy, you can't use your powers, all of that. Now, there are 3 main types of naturally occurring devil fruits, even though they have subtypes. I'm not going to get into it. Basically, there's the Paramecia type, there's the Logia type, and then there's the Zoan type. And these are still, I'm not sure where they come from. But in addition to these natural occurring types, there are artificial devil fruits, usually known as smile fruits. They come from factories. So some people have the natural devil fruits, and some people got these factory devil fruits that don't always work. And there's a whole big conspiracy behind, the production of it all. And we're going to get into the ones that are in the live action alone, since we don't want to go down anime manga rabbit hole. We could be here the whole rest of the month talking about devil fruits. But let's just get into the 5 that we see in the live action, and I'm going to rank them by which ones I think are most powerful and why. So, number 5, we see the devil fruit user basically in a wanted poster by the name of Bellamy. And Bellamy, he's wanted dead or alive because he's got the spring fruits and he's a pirate. And in the manga, I believe the Viz manga, his um called the Boing Boing fruit user, and Japanese is Bane Bane no Mi. So spring fruit, or Bane Bane no Mi, it's a paramecia type devil fruit. So it allows the user to turn their limbs into spring, making the user a spring human. And one of the most important arcs, I guess, for me, where you see Luffy kind of be inspired by this devil fruit, is when we meet Doflamingo and Luffy has to fight Bellamy a second time. Even if you go on the One Piece fandom website, they also say that Luffy created an attack that is similar to Bellamy's spring hopper technique called Gamma Gamma no Spring Bullet. And they say it's an homage to Bellamy. So Bellamy is the very influential Devil Fruit user, and his technique, that springing technique for fighting, very cool. And Luffy even, you know, does the Drake move or the Kakashi move. That's like, oh, let me copy that real quick. All right, number 4, the smoke fruit. Moku Moku no Mi, and that user is Smoker. And actually, apparently, we see Smoker 2 places in the live action. Apparently, that was him in the Gold D. Roger execution scene with the blonde, very light hair, because in the anime series, like very white with a little tinge of green in the anime, but like white in the manga. So apparently, he was in the execution. I know he was at the end with the smoke burning up Luffy's wanted poster with his cigarette. That's the kind of screenshot I tried to get, but it may not be that great of a picture, but it is a great fruit. The Moku Moku no Mi is a Logia type Java fruit that allows the user to create, control, and transform into smoke at will. And the user of this fruit is able to generate, manipulate, and become smoke. Like with most other Logia fruits, when smoker is hit, you can simply use the fruit's power to become smoke, thus absorbing the attack and remaining unharmed. And like other Logia type devil fruit, also allows the user to fly by turning his body, or the lower part of it, into smoke, greatly enhancing his movement and speed. And this is the last devil fruit that we get in the East Blue arc. And again, it's the very last devil fruit user and scene in the live action season 1. I do believe there will be a season 2. We'll talk about that more later. And I think the fruit really shines in the Punk Hazard arc. And when he interacts with Law, which is one of my favorite characters, you kind of see the power of this fruit, and it doesn't seem like much of an offensive type of fruit, but actually the offense power comes in that the user can control the density of the smoke at will. So if someone's attacking you, obviously you want it to not be as dense as be as air. But if you're attacking someone, you can really make it so dense that you can grab them and do all kinds of things. So it's a very cool fruit. And based on the way the season ended, I feel like we're going to see more of it in season 2. And there will be a season 2. Number 3, the smooth fruit, Sube Sube no Mi. And we've seen the user in season 1. The user's Alvida. I don't know if she has the fruit in her possession. She hasn't consumed it as of the end of the live action, because when she consumes it, ooh, she gets a glow up in the anime and the manga. I'm telling you, I would consume this fruit just for vanity, but it's also very powerful. The Sube Sube, or the smooth fruit, is a cool fruit which makes your body slippery, and it protects the user from harm in most situations, and it really can make the user immune to damage caused by weapons, projectiles, hand-to-hand combat. So I'm reading this from the One Piece fandom website, so I don't leave anything out. And really any friction will just slip off your smooth body once contact is made, and the user suffers no apparent harm at all, no matter how big or heavy the incoming threat is. The fruit user's power also extends to whatever items of clothing are on the user's person, and Another side effect of the power, which my vanity likes, is that all the eater's excess fat slips off, granting them a much skinnier physique. Despite this, the user seems to retain their full strength as Alvida can still wield her iron mace with ease, and the loss of fat appears to be permanent. So again, if I were to eat a devil fruit, it would be just one for vanity, probably, but also for the power, because um, really you can avoid damage very well. And Alvida, when she eats the fruit, she can basically kind of ice skate on the regular ground, and that glow up was intense. So that is the fruit for me if I were to choose. The second fruit that we see in the live action of the user, even though he himself is not that powerful, the fruit is just good enough to make him intimidated. The chop chop fruit, or the bada bada no mi. The user is buggy, and it's a Paramecia type devil fruit that allows the user to be immune to slashing attacks and to be able to split your body up. And the way the fruit works is that Buggy can't fly, but he can move his chopped limbs within like a fixed radius, and you saw that very well. I feel like his devil fruit was highlighted the best, besides Luffy somewhat. He could, make his fist fly anywhere he wanted in the radius, of his control. He could make himself smaller, with his little parts being in different places depending on where he needed them to be. He could spy. He had his ear, in some places in Luffy's head. It was a very, very useful fruit. It was pretty powerful. So the number one fruit and user, you guessed it, Luffy, this gum gum fruit. This is a heavy spoiler because if you are up to the Wano arc, you'll know that the government lied, as they usually do, and they spread disinformation about this fruit, and it's actually even more powerful than anybody thought, because while everybody and their mama thought that it was just, this regular gum gum power, really what the gum gum fruit is actually really named the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika. So it's a person fruit, a mythical Zoan type devil fruit, which can be awakened. And when it is awakened, it grants Luffy basically the power of the sun god Nika. And Luffy's rubber like body has increased strength and freedom, and it can turn the environment and other living things into rubber. And it is just so amazing that the government was trying to get it for years, but y'all know Shanks pirates, they got it, and then Luffy ended up eating it and becoming the user, and he is overpowered with this fruit. And really, if you really liked what Luffy could do with Gum Gum Pistol, Gum Gum Gatling, I totally recommend the anime and manga. You'll see him do even more greater things with this fruit, especially in the Wano arc. And I do think that the One Piece series will have more seasons to come. And if you don't want to wait, for them to produce the live action, definitely get into the anime and the manga. You will not regret it. It's amazing, so funny, so well done, so touching. You will laugh, you'll cry, you'll do it all. And yeah, if I missed anything from the live action, please put it in the comments. Or if you want to change the ranking, if you think other fruits are more powerful, it is up to you. Leave it in the comments, share your thoughts, share the video, and remember, you're the master of your fate, the captain of your soul. So until the next video, bye bye.